The 888 Poker PGA EuroPro Tour is back for another season of drama and excitement as the world's leading developmental tour goes in search of the next big golfing superstar.
You go first. The rest again? I'm finished.
Then I could move, PJ. Oh yes. Hello and welcome to event number one, the Motocaddy Masters here at Wensum Valley in Norfolk. In the past, the wind and rain has played absolute havoc with this early season event, but look at this glorious conditions, blue skies. Let's hope this weather stays like this all week. Last year, the tournament was reduced from 54 to 36 holes due to that bad weather. Dan Seymour triumphed in a two-hole playoff, beating Liam Burns to claim the title, his first pro win. This year, the championship Wensum course is presented in its best condition yet. Measuring at over 7,200 yards, it's an immediate test for the pros at the start of what should be a very interesting season. This year's schedule is an appealing mix of old favourites and new names, as some of the finest young golfers around battle it out for over £500,000 in prize money. Join us for the season. Our first stop is this week at Wensum Valley. Then it's Asbury Hall, Burr Hill, Collingtree Park, Filford Heath, Murray, Conqueror Wood, Rowallan Castle, Mar Hall, Longhurst Hall, Dale Hill, the Oxfordshire, Montrose, Morallerton, and the season finale Tour Championship at Prince's. Some fantastic venues to come then. 7 quality new additions, 3 links courses, all of which amongst the finest in the UK, and of course the familiar Tour favourites. A mouth-watering season in prospect. Paul Maddy reaped the rewards of the EuroPro last year, winning the Tour Championship at Woburn to finish top of the order of merit in claiming one of 5 Challenge Tour cards on offer. He, along with the other 4 highest finishes, are in Italy this week playing the Challenge event in Padova. Further to the top 5 cards at the end of the season, 10 EuroPro players will be invited to take part in the Scottish Hydro Challenge and Northern Ireland Open. Those 10 players will consist of the top 5 in the order of merit, and then the next 5 highest ranked Scottish players for the Scottish event and Irish players for the Irish event. It's a fantastic opportunity for these young pros.
Only 3 players under par after 2 rounds of the Motocaddy Masters, with Billy Fowles holding a 2-shot lead over Stiggy Hodgson. Lots of players, though, in with a shout, but no cut made, unfortunately, for Jimmy Bullard. But the former professional footballer is looking forward to the season.
Now, I know you're used to grass, but it's a different setting for you, isn't it?
Big difference, mate. Felt it yesterday on the first tee, totally different to what I'm used to. But loved every minute of it on the way around. I struggled at the front line, really struggled. Struck it well, but just couldn't get the ball in the hole for, it's +5, and then, ticked a long back nine and got it in half sensible, really. Otherwise it was looking like a cricket score when I started, but it's brilliant for me.
Are there any fundamental differences between the preparation for a round of golf and going to play football?
I try and treat it properly, I'm up there, have a warm-up, get back on back of ball, a few chips, few putts, and then first tee, but it's just so different to what I'm used to. I'm used to just knocking it up with my mates, no pencil in your hand.
Taking
you don't
money.
see OB, playing it for a few quid. It's my first tournament, so really, but just sitting there where I'm not letting myself go. I can play, I'm looking at the score, I've got that in my locker, but I'm not producing, it's doing me head in. But I've just got to let it happen, I suppose. I suppose I'm too hungry to get it, but
Straight away.
hopefully one day it'll come. Yeah.
What are your hopes and aspirations for the season? What will constitute a good season for Jimmy Bullard?
Good season, as I've said, you know, it's just progression. As long as I see myself progress and do well, and you know, and I look at my finishes, I'll be on it tonight, looking where I finish and progress. It's the next tournament, better myself, and hopefully one day down the stretch, and a little go. You know, that's one day. That's what I hope for.
I know you know how to relax. Let's put it that way. So will you have a party the first time you make a cut?
Yeah, I'll be going
first
mental.
top 10.
Yeah, first top 10. That's what I'm after.
First top 10.
Yeah, it'd be nice. That's decent, isn't it? You know, that's what I'm striving for. That's what I wanted to do this week, and it's still there. But I've got to produce. You know, it's just same old thing. You've got to produce on the day, mate.
Jimmy, good luck for the season, and I'll be at monitoring your progress. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Cheers.
Take
Cheers,
it easy,
guys.
champ.
So lots to look forward to at the start of this very exciting season. Time now to get our coverage underway of the Motocaddy Masters, the first event of the 2013 888 Poker PGA EuroPro Tour. Over to your commentators, John Morgan and Richard Kaufman.
Thanks very much. We're looking forward to this final round. It's going to be interesting, isn't it, John, to see what the winning score is going to be.
Definitely, I can't call it. I mean, there's been some troublesome rounds to begin with, so this is the final day, and well, what a start. You can't add for more than that.
Yeah, bounce back birdie for James Robinson. That was at the par 3 second, leaving the green clear. Now for Mccarthy.
Yeah, this is a nice, interesting hole here. Let's see what he's got in his back armoury. God, that's bouncing along.
Well, you can see the flags waving a little bit breezy out there, but conditions are pretty good, aren't they?
It looks glorious out there, absolutely glorious. Nice summer's day at last.
Elliot Saltman, who missed out by £73 on his Challenge Tour card last season, and that won't cheer him up either. A drop shot at the first hole can damage your confidence, missing a putt like that on the opening green, can't it?
Definitely. I mean, those trousers might have had something to do with it. Who knows?
Nick McCarthy, who won a place on the Challenge Tour after winning on the EuroPro Tour in 2010.
Oh, he's seen some glorious putts going in. That's a great putt. Nice little right to left there. Well, not a little one, a nice big one there. That'll do the trick.
Yeah, he dropped a shot at this opening hole, did McCarthy, so he's back to where he started the day at 1 over. 75-70 scores over the first 2 days for James Rewbotham.
I tell you, that was a nice chip. That's the way you need to play them around this course by the looks of it. Nice chip and runs. You can't really lob them in there.
Typical, isn't it? Missed a putt of pretty much the same length at the first, and now he faces the same kind of putt at the second. And unfortunately for Elliot Saltman, it's the same story, and that is another body blow.
Cellophane bridge.
So Saltman slipping back, down weight, bogeyed the first, par at the second, and a birdie at the third.
Straight in the heart. Great putt from the man there.
Yeah, the players struggling at the opening hole. Also dropping a shot there was Paul Reed. 1 over now. Make that 2 over.
Oh my goodness. Lucky there, Paul. You can't believe that.
Well, we mentioned Saltman facing heartbreak last year. Paul Reed has had it 2 years in a row. Of course, the top 5 from the EuroPro Tour get their cards for the Challenge Tour, and Paul has finished 7th in 2011 and 2012.
Yeah, that's hard to take. Hopefully this is third time lucky, as they call it.
Former Walker Cup star, Stiggy Hodgson. No birdie at the first, but given what we've had so far, par is a pretty good score.
Definitely, definitely.
This playing the easiest hole over the first 2 rounds.
It's quite simple. I mean, it's, the green is kind of on a hog's back a little bit, and it runs from left to right, this green. So that putt he's going to have there is going to be quite straight uphill. So good chance for a birdie there. This man here, Fowles, this will be the way you want to start if this baby goes in.
Well, leading coming into this final round, and this would get him off, as you say, to the perfect platform, but just a par. Won the 5th event of last season at Burr Hill.
Thank you.
And then also towards the end of the season had a runner-up spot, 10th on the order of merit, but hopefully they're going to feed off that confidence now. Reed.
This is such an inviting shot to have. Green below you, short club in your hand. Should be able to dominate this shot. I'll tell you what, he must love that. Come on, ball. Release.
The greens are pretty slick, aren't they? That is getting closer all the time.
Well, that's as good as it gets. Well done there, Paulie boy.
He's from your way, isn't he?
He is. He's a fellow Bristolian.
Although you're out in Ireland now, aren't you?
I am, mate. Hollywood, can't complain.
But enjoying the sunshine here at Wensum Valley, and Bruce McDonald there, well, he's going to struggle to make his par. Did open up with a 4 at the first, 1 over par.
Some funky bounces out there. They're all coming to terms with, getting their heads around it.
Par 3, 5th hole, 144 yards. Just picked up a birdie at the 4th, did down weight, so he's 1 under par now.
He's eyeing that one. Let's just come out short. I mean, he'd be happy with that. It's good course management, level with the pin, work on your yardages around here, and hopefully the ball sticks when it lands on the green, and then you've got some good putts ahead.
As you've seen, you have to clear the water. And that is absolutely superb as well. A couple of lovely tee shots there.
Yeah, he could definitely sell that shot on the remaining groups.
Now, can Reed make the most of that approach to this 3rd hole?
This is where Paul excels. Great putter. Fiddly kind of player around the golf course, but can he chip and putt, this guy? Gonna have to see some great shots by him by the end of the season, I'm sure. Like many of them.
Well, was always struggling after the tee shot. That's going to be a drop shot for McDonald. Wait, though, with a chance to pick up another one here. Birdied 3, birdied 4, this for 3 in a row.
It's a good stroke. Great pace, just wrong line. That's one of the lessons I had with Tiger once on the putting green. He said to me, I said, I'm struggling with my putting, John. Tiger, I said, what are we going to do? He said, just work on your pace. He said, you know, if it's left to right, right to left, downhill, uphill. He said, just go by that, get the right pace. He said, if you don't get the right pace, the putt will never go in. Is it that easy?
Rubother made that look easy.
He did.
What about Suzanne Pedersen? She's been saying that she's been putting so well, she actually putts with her eyes closed.
Yeah, visualization, see, is everything. Definitely. Like this here, you know, to hold putts. Look at that. I mean, fantastic. I mean, you got to feel it, you got to see it, believe it, and it is a big point.
McCarthy 1 under par for the day and moves to level par for the championship. 4 behind our leader Billy Fowles, who opened up with a par at the first. 4 under par though, his lead is 2 shots. Now earlier in the week, John and Spoonie went out on the course.
Now we're going to cover a shot that's very important if you hope to have a good round here at Wensum Valley. I've been joined by an expert, former US PGA Tour member Johnny Morgan, who's going to show us exactly how and why we need to play this shot. John, tell us why.
Well, first of all, these greens are not very receptive, so as soon as the ball comes in, it's doing whatever it wants to do. It's pitching, it can either spin, but it's mostly running out on you. You don't really know what's going to happen, so you need to hit lots of chip and runs around this golf course, a bit like linksy type of shots for me, and it's like it's a must, it's essential for this golf course if you're going to score right.
Okay then, John, shall I say it's done?
All right, mate, game on. Bit short, I fear. Got to run out, get skates on, get skates on. Come on, baby.
Okay, not bad. 8 out of 10, 7.5?
Yeah, 7.5. 7.
Now the thing is, I expect you to know how to play that. You're a professional golfer. But now I want to know exactly how to play it. So I'm going to call in a pro, a teaching pro. George?
Really? Nice to meet you.
Nice one, my friend. Cool. Now tell us exactly what John did there.
But John's played the shot with an 8-iron to take the spin off it, because the thing with the greens is, like you said, they're not very receptive, so you want to try and control it like a putt.
Right.
What club have you got?
I've got a pigeon wedge in my hand.
Right. First thing we'll do is we'll change your club, because
Okay.
with a wedge, it might dig in, it might not, so we've got that risk element.
All right.
As soon as we get rid of the risk element, we've got more chance that we're going to get a consistent shot. Now, the key thing we're going to do when we do this is we make sure that the grip end keeps moving with the chip.
Okay.
So if you want to just demonstrate that for us, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good. Now all we do now is we read it like a putt, so that just allow for the bar, get the ball on the ground quite quickly and just try and feel the speed.
Right. Okay.
All about touch. Just like putting really. And just hold that finish nice and smooth. Looks good. Played it good. A bit firm, but you played it good.
I like that.
Nice and smooth.
I like that. I like that.
You could have possibly played that with a 9-iron because 8 was maybe a little bit too powerful, but the key is we're taking the spin off.
Yep.
So the ball's running out down the green.
So there you have it. When around the greens, you need to play a bumper run. Don't use a lofted club. 8 or 9-iron. Get the ball rolling as soon as you possibly can and get as close to that pin. So another shot that's essential to learn around here at Wensum is when you've got a lot of grass in between where you are and the green. You can't play a traditional pitch and run. John, what are you going to do now?
Well, for a shot like this, maybe, it's vital to have the right ball flight on it, how it's going to react on the green. And all I'm going to do is kind of get a more lofted club, be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more spin involved, and hopefully the green sticks for me.
Good luck.
Yeah, cheers, boss man. Right then, game on. I'll take that.
That's a good shot.
I'll take that. That reacted the way I wanted it.
Okay, now I've got to have a go.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Very good.
George, how do you play this shot?
You played it well. You've obviously got the right choice of club this time because we've seen you swap with John. So,
yeah.
So you've got most of it right. The way I could probably improve your technique a bit is when you swing through, if you like to give me your club, I'll just show you. When you swing through, what you tend to do is pull up with your left arm,
right,
which most people try and do when they're trying to add a bit of loft.
Right.
We don't need to do that. You need to keep the shot shallow through it, maintain the triangle, and just allow the club to be nice and shallow to the ground. So same as the other shot from the other end where we chipped it down. Hold the triangle, same with this, different position, different loft, but same action.
Just stay down.
It's exactly the same action. So just tidy up your left arm.
So you're just going to stay in there like that?
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Beautiful, yeah.
Okay. I've got a Johnny Morgan to beat.
You can do it. Yeah, you played it good. Played it good.
You know, you've got a career in golf, coach.
I think I'll stick to playing, but you never know.
Back to the golf.
Good old gorgeous George.
Here's a bit of a test of Billy Fowles' short game, but out of the sand.
Let's see what this man's got on his armoury.
Oh, he couldn't have done much better there. That was beautifully played.
Nah, that would get a round of applause from anyone.
Well, that is not a beautiful sight, though, is it? Rue Botham in big problems here at the par 4 third. Just trying to get it out onto the fairway. Don't think he's been successful in that, but we'll have a third shot towards the green.
This is a trick, though. Take your medicine. Take your medicine.
He was lucky he could actually manoeuvre it at all.
Very fortunate.
Now, Stiggy Hodgson missing the green on the other side at this par 3.
Great touch. Great touch.
Yeah, not a big hitter, he admits himself, but this course suits him, likes to plod his way around. It's the traditional opener, isn't it, on the PGA EuroPro Tour here at Wensum Valley.
You know, sometimes it helps to be a big hitter, but not all the time. You know, Luke Donald's proven that. You know, gets to world #1. Just hitting shots like this, being pin high all the time, being good course management. I mean, unfortunately for our man there, it's just run off. But, you know, get the right club in your hand, you're well away.
So Billy Fowles with another of these little testers. We've seen a few of them missed already so far today. Oh, goodness me.
He's got some muscles on him, hasn't he?
Well, Billy, unfortunately, slipping back to 3 under par, so his lead down to 1 now from Rewbotham and Hodgson.
Well, there you go. You talk about fitness. You need to be fit to play this game. That guy looks fitter than all of them. I think he must have taken on Jeff Capes at one stage, did he?
That's pretty well judged for pace, isn't it, for McDonald?
God, what an extreme break that was at the end. Great putt.
Well, Rewbotham's in a bit of trouble. Hodgson, though, should hopefully tap in for his part. And he is one behind. Twice on the Walker Cup team. Played in 2009, 2011. Decided it was time to turn pro.
Definitely one of those characters you need in your team, that's for sure.
Do you know what Stiggy's actual name is? His real name?
No idea.
Eamon.
Eamon?
Yeah.
Eamon Corner. He's made for the Masters.
It's a big story about when he was 2 and he fell into a rubbish dump and he came out holding a 7-iron. And there was a cartoon at the time, Stigger the Dump.
Oh,
so
my
he was
goodness.
called Stiggy, and not Eamon. Paul Reed there with a very nice putt to save par on 5. Did drop a shot at 5, so Reed at 2 over. This is Billy Fowles leading by 1 now. 409 yards, this par 4 third.
It's a monster drive. Leaving himself no more than half a lob wedge in. Hopefully he can get enough spin. My goodness, he's near the front of the green.
Yeah, it's at least 350 down there. Did get a bit of run on it. Par 5 6th. It's a par 73 this course. Doesn't like that, does he? Wait.
Oh, he's come out of that quick. There's water there. Oh, he's dry. Luckily he's dry, he can do something with that. The one thing you don't want to be doing is going swimming early doors.
Hodgson right in the mix here, isn't he? Big Liverpool fan. Look at the lovely blue skies. That is a real nice change, isn't it? We've seen so many EuroPro Tour events over the years when the waterproofs are on. But nice to see the sunshine.
I mean, last year, as you know, it got reduced to 36 holes, and I mean, my goodness, I mean, it was just a washout.
Yeah, we had a great dramatic start, didn't we, with Dan Seymour seeing off Liam Burns in the playoff. I wonder if we're going to get a playoff this year. They're judging this pretty well, aren't they, at this hole?
Oh, he's got to sit down, hold your horses, put the brakes on. No, he won't be happy with that. And he had a small shot in.
Yeah, difficult to get the ball to stop, and you can see how firm and bouncy the greens are. Yeah, just 1 par 5 on the front 9. There's 3 in the last 5 holes.
Yeah, it's extreme. Great little chance on the closing back 9 when they come to it to grab a few birdies. Seems like this front 9, though, it's going to be tough for them. A lot of bogeys on this front 9.
Well, already had 2 birdies and 1 bogey so far from Rewbotham, but
Get down.
He's worried this is going long.
Oh, he's held on to that too much.
Stop, stop. Oh, that's in the hazard. It's not in the water, but it's behind the red mark. He doesn't want to see where it is. I don't blame him.
No, he might have an awkward stance there, depending on where that pin is as well.
This for a share of the lead for Stiggy Hodgson, although of course Fowles has got a chance himself. Big swing. Just wasn't that fast, was it?
No, it just hit a little bump mark about halfway down and just took it offline. Maybe a little spike mark or a pitch mark. That was a shame.
But a nice solid start to the day for Stiggy. He's actually caught up a shot with a couple of pars.
There we go. Par 5s. This is where you got to make your score. Sit down, ball. My goodness, there, Jumpy. And it landed on the greens and taking that one big hop and taking the spin off it. Got to hit some kind of little low shots in there, a bit more spin if you can get it. Oh, it's a shame he deserved a birdie there, and he still left himself a lot of work to do for his par.
Well, after what happened at the last hole, this was the last kind of length the putter needed. It's kind of similar story to Saltman. Oh, it is the same story as Saltman. Hey, so, well, that changes things. It means he is now in a share of the lead with Stiggy Hodgson.
Ooh, that just went in there as well.
That's
Don't take him too lightly, please, mate. Come on, there's a long way to go.
Confident sapper, though, isn't it? Now, you mentioned this could be an awkward stance. Can't ground the club, of course, because he's inside the hazard line. He's pretty lucky. He had a shot out of there, and he's judged it so well.
Well, if he walks away with a par there, well, he's a lucky, lucky boy.
Damn wait then. This to get into a share of the lead, of course, because Hodgson and Fowles are both at 2 under.
Yeah, frustrating. I mean, but it was a weak second shot, left him a dirty little third shot to have, and unfortunately skirted it too far past and left himself a little funky fourth shot there. And come on, Mr. McCarthy, let's see what you got. Oh, that was a good stroke as well. He can't believe it. Is it going to be your day, mate? We don't know yet.
Well, he's 1 under for the day. He's made a bit of progress as McCarthy. He's a winner on the tour. Knows how to get the job done. It was a brilliant recovery shot. Now, can he grab the par? No.
It's just died away as soon as the pace is lacking in the putt. All of a sudden, you see it just breaking severely away from the hole.
So annoying. He's followed a birdie with a bogey. 2 holes in succession. Birdie, bogey for Rewbotham, and it's going to be a drop shot for McDonald.
We've got to see some putts go in. There we go.
Yeah, good putt from McDonald, but unfortunately that drop shot of the 5th was his 3rd of the day. So he's slipping back, but moving forward, Paul Grinnell birdies at 13, 14 and 15. He's 1 over par 3 off the lead. Stiggy Hodgson dropping a shot at 4, 1 under. Fowles then leads by 1 at the Motocaddy Masters.
Welcome back. Before we get back to the action, let's have a quick chat with the owner of Wensum Valley here, Basil Todd. Basil, thanks for joining us. Traditional curtain raiser, of course, for the EuroPro Tour. What do you enjoy about hosting all these top players here?
Oh, I think it's a thing for the whole club, actually. All the greenkeepers, the camaraderie that go on. I think it's a good atmosphere, and then because you've got the competition itself, which is brilliant. You know, this year in particular, last year we had the rain down our necks, and now this year with the lovely sunshine, it's brilliant.
Well, I was going to say, the weather is absolutely glorious, isn't it? I mean, what in your opinion is so special about this course?
Well, one thing is, look out there, look at the view you have, and it's free draining. We play all year round with no problems at all. 2 more holes on the meadows down there, which are brilliant, and the boys have loved them. You know, I think the score count for the difficulty in it, really. There's not too many burning it up anyway.
There aren't, but all that said, there's going to be a course record, isn't there, because of the 2 new holes?
It'll be a course record, yes, and it'll be exciting to see where we are with it, you know.
And the good news is, it's absolutely glorious now, so we can enjoy it.
And it's heaven to be here today. It gives everyone a big lift, you know. They give the whole club a lift, all the staff right through.
And with that said, let's get back on the course. Basil, thanks very much for having us. We'll get back to the action now.
Stiggy Hodgson on the par 3 5th hole off that drop shot at 4. 1 behind again now. Good looking swing, wasn't it?
It was indeed. There's a bit of water wrapped around this hole. Got to make it stick. Yeah, it's a lovely shot. I'll be happy with that.
Every reason to be smiling.
Well, this is one, I must admit, it helps him actually coming out of this rough. This green is facing towards him, all slopes towards the front of the green, so a good chance to get this ball to stop out of the rough. You won't see many shots run through this green.
Now, I mentioned Paul Grinnell on that hot birdie streak, 3 in a row. He started the day 9 shots off the lead. He's now just 3 back, and maybe at this par 5 another chance. Yeah, well, he might just drift off the back of the green, but the way he's been going, you wouldn't rule out a birdie still.
This man is in the zone. I think we're going to see some shots closing in. I think he's got some good chances ahead of him. Come on, can he steady the ship here? Yes, it's a beautiful chip. That'll do his confidence a world of good.
Yeah, still not dead there. Another of those nasty little putts that he's struggled with. Unfortunately, struggle at this par 5 for Rewbotham as well, but hopefully an up and down for par.
As we all know, when you start missing putts early doors, it seems to follow you in the round, so hopefully that's not the case for him.
So Hodgson with a chance to get back into a share of the lead. Not always easy, is it, to make the grade up from big amateur to top pro?
There's no, you've got to go in there with an open mind, you know. I mean, you are coming into another level of the game where, you know, shooting low scores is the norm, you know, where, you know, you just got to keep your head down and fight.
Grinnell then, this for 4 in a row.
This would be just what the Dodge ordered. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Was he? No, I tell you what, this is one of those par 5s you really and honestly, a 5 is a good score.
Well, he's got 2 holes left to play. You just don't know, do you? If he can set a target here, it depends what the winning score is going to be. I mean, you'd be surprised. Right now he's at 1 over par, if that would be good enough. But when you consider the lead is 2 under, you just never know.
Definitely. If he can post a score, you don't know what the people behind him might do. I mean, they might just keep doing this. Who knows?
Down late with that drop shot.
Well, missed the weight. He's had a little tough time on the last couple of holes.
Yeah, 2 birdies, 2 bogeys for him. Rewbotham, he's had the similar story, but makes par there.
Yeah, good stroke, solid base. Lock it and rock it straight in the back of the cup.
405 yards this 17th. Par 5 to finish with.
A little nice spectator behind him. Nice little duck, I think, was wandering across the fairway. Whack, whack. Good shot.
Yeah, you don't want to see that in cricket, do you?
No.
But it's not too bad in golf. Hodgson now.
Oh, it sounded like he nipped that one nicely. Look at this, though. Look, he had the spin on it, but the first bounce is massive. Takes all the spin off it. It's a shame. I bet he thought that was very good in the air.
Yeah, solid start from Nick McCarthy, hasn't it?
Oh, nice. Played that really well. Tough hole, this one. All about the tee shot, you know, and leaves you a nice little shot in, second shot, and he's played that really well.
Grinnell then, this to get to level par.
Oh, it didn't look like he hit that at all. He came up quickly out of that. Very high.
Well, he's aware, isn't he? The cameras are suddenly on him. We're all interested in how he's going.
Yeah, it's new for him, isn't it?
Well, he's burst through the pack. I mean, he's been on the cameras before, but obviously wasn't expecting to at the start of his round, starting 9 shots back.
Oh, definitely. This is another fantastic hole. It really is. I mean, the tee shot is everything and leaves you another dodgy little second shot in. So, I mean, some great holes on this course.
Well, it is a birdie putt, but a long one here for Stiggy Hodgson at the par 5 6th, and that is a little bit steamy. Gets the applause, but he would like that a little cozier to the hole side.
This is what you need. Back of the stance, hands forward, jab it, get it running towards that hole. I feel like this is going to be the best way to play your chips this week. Greens are just that little bit bouncy. Might have something to do with our terrible winter we've had.
Very nicely judged from Rewbotham.
Oh, that was lovely and smooth. Great pace again from this man.
Well, anyone under par is right in with a chance of claiming this first title of the season. Great incentive, isn't there? £10,000 first prize, that brand new Motocaddy trolley, as well as a place on a Challenge Tour event at the Scottish Hydro Challenge. Hodgson.
Ugh, I don't want to look at that. That was not pretty.
And look, he's almost as far past, isn't he?
Oh, he is. He was up and out of that. He was walking after it. He knew what he'd done. And fair play to regroup yourself and come back and hold a putt like that straight afterwards, where it could knock your confidence a little bit. I say fair play.
He's a couple over for the day now.
low side. Unlucky, my friend. Big horrible sigh there from him. Well, not again. Don't worry, mate. A lot more holes to go.
He's only 2 shots off the lead as well. So,
Exactly.
and here is the man out in front, Billy Fowles.
Yeah, this is what you need. Nice positioning. Let's see what this man's got in his armory. Ooh, that could be swimming.
That could be it. Big trouble.
You never know. Early doors, that could be the nail in the coffin. Who knows?
Oh, and is that one shot too many as well for Downway? Done so well, didn't he? Dropped a shot at the first, back-to-back birdies at 3 and 4, but he's just gone bogey, double bogey, and you wonder, can you afford to do that and go on and win? Grinnell.
You could just see he dragged that putt though, you know? Just dragged it straight left.
Another birdie from Grinnell, and he will post a very good 3-round score.
I'll tell you what, let's see how he plays this.
Oh, forget birdie, how about an eagle?
Well, let's just go out with a bang, innit? You know, let's roll this baby in and go nuts.
Well, he hasn't had a drop shot all day, Grinnell, and I don't think any of the leaders through the front 9 have gone without dropping a shot. So what Grinnell's done today is absolutely magnificent. Got lucky, didn't he? Missed the water.
Ooh, that was taking a hard bounce. That hit the cameraman.
I think that was a bit fortunate for him. I hope our cameraman's all right, but that stopped him running through.
Did indeed. My goodness, that was a blessing in disguise. Hopefully no one's got hurt. Because these golf balls can pack a little bit of a sting mine if they hit you.
Yeah. Well, this for an eagle finish.
Come on, mate, have you got it?
Just to finish 6 under par for the day.
Oh, that looked good halfway, man.
But look at that. 4 birdies in the last 6 holes. 5 under for the round.
I think a nice juicy 68, 5 under for the round is not going to be beaten today, my friend.
Well, he's going to have to wait around, I think, a couple of hours, just in case he's either needed for a playoff or maybe to lift the trophy. We shall see.
And what we've been seeing, I wouldn't be surprised, would you?
Well, it's not out of the question. Billy Fowles here, a couple under, leading the way. So he's in the clubhouse at level par, but that's a little heavy-handed.
Yeah, it's had too many Weetabix this morning. There we go, nice little putt again. He's all a couple like that. Nice solid base, wide legs, lock it, rocket. He's good at that.
Important to roll these in. Hodgson, who's just been unsettled over the last 3 or 4 holes, could do with popping this one in, and does. That was vital for him.
Good man. Mr. Adrenaline Junkie, I reckon, this kid. Right then, this man seriously needs to get the ball rolling properly. He needs this type of putt to go in for a bit of confidence.
No, nowhere near. He's 3 over par now for his round.
I don't know if that was a misread or, you know, he's just pulled that left. It's a tough green.
So it means Rewbotham now in a share of the lead at 1 under par.
Ooh, got a little bit trapped behind him there. Is that leaking out to the right? Looks like it. Ooh, well, I've seen it come down. Hopefully they got their eye on that one. I think he might have half a swing in there. Just seemed to come out into a little gap. A bit of Sevi magic would do the trick.
Well, Hodgson could do with a bit of his inspiration, couldn't he? Yet to find a birdie yet today. A good opportunity coming up.
A nice little crowd there following him. So what Mr. Waite's got in order for us here. Slow down, don't get too far away.
But he is only 3 shots off the lead despite going bogey, double bogey.
And we know what's to follow. We know there's 3 par 5s coming in on that back 9. Anything can happen.
Well, Billy Fowles Giving himself another wedge into a green, and again, not quite getting the control he wants. Hit it sweet enough. Oh, that's what you call spit and polish.
Well, he's taken his free drop away from this stake tree. Now he's going to show us some Seve magic. Up and over the trees. Come on, baby. I'd like to see a bit of flair. Bit of spice to the game.
Yeah, well, he'll had to take his punishment. Now, McCarthy, another lengthy putt, which he's judged for pace very nicely.
Yeah, if anyone's got a short game like Seve Ballesteros, I don't think you'll go far wrong in this game.
If you can have half the game around the greens that Seve had, then you'll be fine.
Definitely.
You could see things, play shots that, well, no one else has dared to.
Come on then. Oh, that's good. Get in there. Good man.
Now that's the way to get your round going, isn't it? It's all been doom and gloom for the overnight leader, but
I need to talk about Seve Ballesteros a bit more often, I think. There we go. Pure Seve genius.
So back in the lead on his own, Billy Fowles.
God, that had some funny spin on it. That jacked right up. Look at it, it's just running off the green. Unbelievable little swale there. Very fast. What you got, mate? Show us what you got. Turn.
Well, it's the first birdie between them, Hodgson and Fowles, with a nice little chip in here. It means Hodgson is a little bit further behind than he would like. Still all to play for, though.
I know, there he was, checking his grooves on his putter. I don't think they've changed, mate.
James Robinson, who won at Slady Hall at the end of the 2010 season on the EuroPro Tour. That was on his debut as well. And he's playing those kind of shots.
Well, that was a great goal shot.
I think we'll give him that. That'd be 2 birdies in a row for Robinson. That should get him to 4 over par. Now, this would be some par save, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would have been a get out of jail free card. Monopoly special.
3 bogeys, 2 birdies on the front 9 for Rue-Botham. And, well, a similar spot to where he was is the leader Fowles.
Well, if he can power one out. Oh, that sounded like it didn't come out very good. Well, he's picking up his bag and walking straight out. He's not worried.
Better position for Stiggy Hodgson.
That was a good strike. Held his balance well. He's chasing it. Ooh, it tried to work for him. Yeah, he's got a little funky little chip there. He's down and away from him. It gets speedy past the hole, so he's got to be pretty cute with that chip he's left himself. Old Ziggy Stardust there.
Short par 4, 12th hole. Just 331 yards. Tight pin position though, isn't it, over on that left-hand side?
It is not an easy flag to get at. As we can see, he's bailed out so far left with his shot there, taking his medicine. It's probably helping him in. This green is now facing him from that direction. Be able to stop it pretty quick. Yeah, there we go. Shame he didn't have the ball on line.
Well, I get the feeling he could do with a chip in. Fowles on the last
It's
green.
got to slow down, like I said. Look at this. As soon as it goes past that hole, no way of stopping it at all. I wish you could have seen what I've seen, Ziggy.
Come on, John, it's Stiggy, yeah?
Stiggy Stardust.
It's like I call you John Muggin.
John Muggin. Yeah, sorry about that one, Stiggy. We'll get it wrong again, mate.
And Nick McCarthy tapping in for his par at 12. Well, he's currently, McCarthy, 3 back, but Fowles, of course, has this lengthy one for par.
Oh, I think he thought he had that one. It's one of these greens you just, well, as we've seen, Stiggy just fly it by. He's obviously missed it left. It's a tough putt, that one.
Rewbotham then just one behind now, again. But I don't think he's going to be one behind much longer after that shot.
Well, I tell you what, he must have been having some practice swings, surely. I don't know why on earth he hit the bush behind him on his backswing there. And it obviously would have put him right off.
Well, incredible, isn't it? Everyone dropping shots, and you think of Paul Grinnell and he's 68. Well, one assumes Rewbotham's not going to make par here, and that'll mean Grinnell's in a tie for second suddenly.
Unbelievable. I told you, didn't I? I had a feeling. You know, what a great score. You never know.
Well, that's going to be at least a bogey then for Rewbotham, and also incredibly for Billy Fowles. He's not played well today. He's had a few bogeys out there, but he's two-shot lead is still a two-shot lead from overnight.
It is. It's unbelievable. I mean, we haven't seen amazing golf out there, really, and he's in contention. I tell you what, that was a nice little fortunate break.
Well, don't make any worse than a 5.
Yeah. Minimise your mistakes. Come on. Oh, shame. It's maybe a little spike mark there or something. He was trying to pat it down afterwards. He knew it was in his way.
Well, this really isn't panning out how we thought it would. McCarthy then to get to second on his own.
That was always left. He's up and out of that very quickly. Not your best, my friend. We've seen you putting a lot better than that. No way, dude. You've got to make something happen sooner or later.
Yeah, he can't afford to wait. And unfortunately, no birdie there. Hasn't had a birdie since the 4th. So he stays at 2 over par. You have to say in contention, though, the way things have been going at the top of the leaderboard. Billy Fowles, despite slipping back from his overnight score at 4 under par, still very much the man to topple off the top. Liam Burns, who lost in the playoff here last season, posting a 71 for 4 over par.
Welcome back to the Motocaddy Masters at Wensum Valley, event number 1 of the PGA EuroPro Tour season. Paul Grinnell has put together an unbelievable round, very unfancied early on because he was so far back in the field, but at the moment he has the clubhouse lead and he's on level par for the tournament. But let's head over to Spoonie now, who's with Seniors Tour player Paul Wesseling, talking about life as a pro.
Now, one of the things that I noticed about this season on the EuroPro Tour is that the starting field was getting younger. Until, of course, I came across Paul Wesseling, who is officially a senior. What are you doing on the EuroPro Tour?
I'm using this as a warm-up. The European Seniors Tour doesn't start probably till 20th of May. I fly out to the US PGA, which is my first event. And I just felt that I needed to come out and get some golf, really, because I mean, the first event I'll be playing with the likes of Langer and Couples, and I think they've been playing in some little tournament, what's that, or the Masters. So I thought I needed some practice somewhere, really.
What you haven't told us is that you came where in your first event as a senior?
My first event last year, Mallorca, came second, and that qualified me to get to the US PGA last year, where I came 20th. So
this is brilliant.
I've had a great year last year. I mean, I finished 5th in the order of merit. I got Rookie of the Year, and I won a tournament in the first month. So just a dream come true, really. I look back at last year and I'm thinking, well, did that really happen? You know, so.
But any tips for young golfers, you know, starting out maybe on the EuroPro Tour, or people coming off the European Tour that don't quite carve out a successful playing career?
Well, I mean, the years ago they always used to say that you have to be a good player by the time you were 20, but it's not the case. I mean, I'm a classic example, really. I'm in 50 and I've qualified for the European Seniors. I mean, if you just work hard and practice, you'll get where you want to. It's just, that's what it's all down to. I mean, I've always worked hard at my golf and just love it.
And before I let you go, are you enjoying it?
I'm loving every minute of it. It's like a dream come true. I feel like I've retired.
Brilliant. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, golf can be a career that stretches out. It's hard to believe we're seeing 12-year-olds playing on the European Tour, 14-year-old making the cut at the Masters. Hodgson, a veteran by comparison to those two, isn't he, at 22? And that would have been a very nice bonus if that one would have gone in. That was his second to 11.
He done the old Sergio Garcia run there after that.
Short par 4, the 12th hole.
see how good this one. It looked like he flushed that. That was a great swing. Hopefully does exactly what I thought he did.
Billy Fowles leading at the moment, John, but no one really sticking out like that's your winner.
No, I can't put my finger on it. I really can't. I mean, nothing, like you say. No one's doing anything to really stand out. I need something like this, a bit of Mickelson flair and hole it and then go crazy. I'll tell you what, that was a tough chip, very bouncy coming down there. These greens are really drying out through this all of a sudden good weather we're having.
James Robinson with a birdie that maybe puts him back in business. And that was at the 14th. He's had a good run. That's 3 birdies in 4 holes from Robinson, and he's suddenly moving back into things at 3 over par.
Stiggy for birdie, borrow, no. Slowed down a considerable amount there right at the end. Looks a little bit baffled with that one.
With the 3 par 5s over the final 5 holes, though, it is a good chance, isn't there, late in the round maybe to pick up again.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. The 14, this is it's one we've been waiting for. This is the start of the par 5s on the back 9. And this here is that is your bailout area. All depending on where that flag is, though. Ooh, and that's not a nice flag position for that next shot.
Down weight then, same hole.
High, land it soft. Oh, what a great shot. That's a great shot from there. Flirted with that bunker, just bounced off of it onto the front edge of the green. Great opportunity for an eagle there.
Hasn't been able to make his fair share of these, and he's got one there.
Over the last couple of holes, we've seen a nice little chip in from him, and then a good up and down, and he's getting his confidence back.
Yeah, back at level par, dropped a shot at 10, but saved one at 11.
Done its lap of honour and didn't fall in. Shame. A few more holes to go, my friend. Come on, keep going.
Hodgson now looking to pound one down there.
It's down slightly down the right side, is it?
Second easiest hole, and that's okay.
Oh, he's got a good lie there. He'd get a driver at that if he wanted to. Not a problem.
Well, Fowles should be able to get pretty close to the green here. We've seen him stick some big ones down there.
You know, this is quite a small hole, and now that is totally the opposite. You won't be able to get a driver to that one. That'll be, luckily he's only got a wedge in his hand anyway for the hole, but yeah, that's not nice at all. In the bund, as they say.
Birdie chance for McCarthy. As you say, Hodgson should get a little bit of control out of this one.
Definitely. He'll be able to get some grooves on this. You see that little puff of sand come up there? That might have helped him. Yeah, that's probably a result why it came up short a little bit, actually.
Well, this would change things incredibly for Dan Wade. If he could pop this one in, he would suddenly be in a share for the lead at level par.
This is a game changer. Make sure I have the birdie first. Right, look at this, Sly.
Yeah.
Got to come down steep on this one.
He almost impossible. I mean, he's got to come over that bunker if he's going to get to the flag.
Yeah, but he needs to kind of, a big strong lad. I mean, he's got every chance in the world of being able to progress this closer to the hole. I actually thought he might have done a little bit better than that, you know.
But incredible, isn't it? 331 yards. He can get it down so close to the green, and now he's struggling to make par.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, unbelievable.
Agony, isn't it? Every shot now is so important. Waite, who really you thought was out of things, went bogey, double bogey at 7 and 8, pars all the way since then, but there's a birdie to get him suddenly within 1, and that's because the leaders, like Fowles here, have just been slipping backwards. Started 4 under par overnight, leading by 2.
Oh, come on, mate, redeem yourself. Nice bunker shot. Not bad. I mean, amazed with the release. I mean, that looked very nice, soft and floaty. These greens, like I said, these greens are drying out rapidly. Hold your line.
Oh, that's unlucky, isn't it?
I thought he had that, honestly. I'm sure he'd be the first one to say that himself. Hat was off. Disbelief. Oh, he's about to, you know, celebrate.
Yeah, well, it looked in. just took a little diversion to the right. Hodgson then, this to get into a share of the lead.
That's a good stroke. Lagged it. Straight in the jaw. Oh, Stiggy, all you had to do was give it that little bit extra, my friend, and that was in.
He was terrific at the Walker Cup. Finished third at the qualifying school. Paul Grinnell was a Q School winner of the EuroPro Tour back in 2011. He's still waiting and suddenly getting closer and closer to the top.
Yeah. As we come down to this man now, I mean, he looks like he's the man with the momentum. That's a great shot again, straight down the flag. I mean, left himself as simple as you can get it, really, on this green. There's a lot of water at the back of this green. One place you don't want to go is too long. A lot of course management needed. And then there's a big, horrible bunker at the front of the green that you don't want to go in because it leaves a nasty bunker shot.
Well, Fowles to maintain his lead at the top.
Well, he's going to be bitterly disappointed with that. I mean, you got driver in your hand and you can nearly get to the green, you walk off with a bogey. I mean, that is one that can destroy your brain for the rest of the round.
Rewbotham now, and it means everyone suddenly in the hunt, brings in a whole host of players in with a chance.
Yeah, see if he can thread it through that gap. Cool, that was a big bounce.
They're just finding it so difficult with these fiery greens. The fairways are bouncy as well.
God, my goodness, my friend, I tell you what, he's left himself one of the trickiest shots you could leave yourself there.
This for share of the lead for McCarthy.
Goodness, we're not seeing any putts going in at the moment.
And finished 6th on the Order of Merit in 2010, won at Formby Hall, did McCarthy. Hodgson looking for his first win on the EuroPro Tour.
You can hear this breeze picking up now. Really picking up.
Good looking shot, wasn't it? And it looks very nice.
I think I've been told Stiggy's caddy's a bit of a comedian at heart as well. He does a bit of stand-up.
Yeah, it's a good friend of his, Paul Boardman, who, Dad Stan, of course, a comedian himself. Nothing funny about this, though. Back-to-back birdies for Dan Waite, and suddenly he is in pole position.
He knows how important that was. Nice little fist pump there. Definitely get the blood flowing.
Which means Fowles, for the first time today, is not leading either in a share on his own.
He caught that nice and clean. Right off the top. Look at that spin. My goodness.
Just when you don't want it.
Yeah, it's typical, isn't it? You'd find it hard getting the spin all day, and then all of a sudden you get too much. You can't win in this game.
Rewbotham can't afford any more mistakes. No, I'm afraid that is one too many. 4 over par now, 4 shots off the lead, not enough holes remaining. Hodgson with a putt to join Waite at the top at level par.
Right to left, watch your pace. Oh my goodness.
Well, you can understand it was for a share of the lead. You don't want to leave it short, but
well, you know, new position, adrenaline's flowing, people are watching. You know, sometimes it can get away from you.
no, it's a good save from Robinson. He was a good amateur like Stiggy Hodgson. In fact, of course, winning on the EuroPro Tour as an amateur, he couldn't collect the £10,000 first prize.
Got to be gutted with that, ain't you?
Still up for grabs for Billy Fowles. He needs to start making some birdies. No.
I'd imagine all his friends saying, right, it's your round, mate. Sorry, mate, I didn't get paid. Right in the doghouse then, aren't you?
Well, Billy Fowles just got to hang in there, hasn't he? He's one behind now. 5 over par for his round.
This is a must for this man. It's definitely with the par 5 next, coming up.
No, back to 2 over par now for Stiggy Hodgson. 2 off the lead. Damn, wait, what a time to make back-to-back birdies for him. Still big hopes for Paul Grinnell after his scintillating 68, a day where today's Golfer magazine have come to pick up some stories.
I'm here at the PGA EuroPro Tour and we're taking this opportunity to get to know a few of the players who you'll be seeing in the coming season. I'm here joined by Stiggy Hodgson. It's quite a story how you got into the game. Can you just talk us through that, please?
Yeah, well, it was purely by luck. My dad used to be a postman and he used to work nights and everything, and he was too late for the binman, and ever since I was a kid I've been glued to my dad's side, and he had to go to the skips, big skips, to put his rubbish away, and I went with him, messing around, and found a wooden mache niblick. Not being from a golfing background, you know, from Chester, didn't know what this was. Dad gave it to me and my 2 sisters to put with in the back garden. Didn't know what to do. Took me down to the golf range, and it all sort of kicked off from there. I won my first tournament when I was 5, and then it just grew and grew and grew. Got better and better, and then yeah, that's how it all took off.
And you've, as you say, you've won tournaments since the age of 5. What do you think it is that enables you to win at every level?
There's a lot of drive. There's a lot of drive. There's a lot of passion in me. I've just, at the key time, I've been able to get it done. I've got a sort of an extra gear. I think that comes out in the moment, and I think that's how I'm able to, you know, do it when it really matters.
Some of our viewers may be familiar with you from watching you in the 2009 and 2011 Walker Cups. How has that experience prepared you for the professional game?
09 in American, 011 at Royal Aberdeen was 2 different experiences, really. But I mean, I think they prepare you well. I would urge every amateur to try and play in the Walker Cup, if possible. It's not the be-all end-all, far from it. But I think it certainly helps you with sort of media. It helps you with, you know, getting used to cameras, getting used to people looking at you all the time, and it just gets you prepared for the standard of golf you've got to maintain.
And in the Walker Cup, you played with some players who are making a mark on the pro game now. Knowing their games, what do you feel you need to do to make that step up as well?
I just need to if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm on the right road. I think the big thing was length, getting stronger. These boys, they're a lot bigger than I am. They're, you know, more mature physically. They're stronger. They hit the ball a mile. But if I keep doing my routine and my, you know, the same things to get better every day, it won't be long, I don't think.
Welcome back to the Motocaddy Masters at Wensum Valley. Things getting really exciting at the moment. And before we get back to the action, John and George have been taking a look at the par 5 14th.
Hi, we're on the 14th hole, first of the par 5s on the back 9. Now I'm here joined with 25 years PGA Pro, Georgie Ryle. Now George, tell us all about the hole, mate.
Hi John, thanks for the intro. This hole is quite a generous par 5. It's 559 yards, slightly downhill tee shot. Very wide open fairway, about 40 to 50 yards wide in the landing area that most of the pros are going to use. The second shot, we've got a slightly uphill shot with a clever design. There's a bunker just in front of the green on the right. If you can take the bunker out of play, maybe with a high shot, again you've got quite a generous green, so the shot probably would entail a high fade, which John is very renowned to hit. So we're going to pass over to John and see if John can play that nice high fade.
Yeah, Seve Ballesteros style. Come on, my son.
Good luck.
Let's bring it on.
Good luck.
Well, like I was going to say, guys, George has described it perfectly, and now I'm left with a, you know, in the region of 240, 250 yard shot, uphill, little green towards me with a bunker on the right, and I got to float this bad boy straight in there.
Bunker at 230, so he's got plenty of club. 3 wood's going to get. Is it 3 wood or 5 wood?
It's a 5 wood.
5 wood. 5 wood will get over the bunker quite easily. Looks like a 3 wood to me, but
yeah, I'd have to agree.
Good luck.
Cheers, mate.
Nice and smooth again, John. Nice transition from the top. Don't force it. I can't believe it. John Morgan has hit a fade on the television. Good shot, buddy.
Cheers, Georgie. Thanks a lot, my friend. Well, guys, that was it. We're going to go up by the green now and see how I've done.
This is the bunker that we were trying to take out of play. It's on the right-hand side. That's why John was hitting the fade shot. The entrance to the green is round about 10 yards wide between the two bunkers. So all we're trying to do is take the bunker out of play by hitting the high shot over the top. So the landing area at the back is quite generous. So we've got probably a green that's 30 yards wide. So what were your thoughts when you were playing your shot there, mate?
Well, like you said, George, just taking the bunkers out of play, wanting to aim. There's no trouble long, really, within reason. And down that left-hand side, you know, just if I pulled it or held onto it too long, I'd miss the green to the left. It's going to leave me a very easy chip shot, and I'd be quite happy with that. And it's really one of these holes where birdie is a must. If you don't, you're giving one back to the hole, and it's a chance missed, unfortunately. So it's definitely something you need to do, and hold your head up high and get that birdie.
Well, let's see if the players from this final group can get a birdie. They could do with one, couldn't they, John?
Definitely. I mean, it's all about the drive, positioning off the tee, ready for that second shot. Let's see what this man's got.
Well, he's definitely got the length.
Oh, buggy bound. No, I think it's hit a spectator as well.
Yeah,
Right by that tree.
He's got the length, hasn't he? Whereas Hodgson's not such a big hitter, but you need to get yourself down that fairway, though, to make advantage of this hole.
Oh, exactly. All position is needed here. Position A required, and has he got it? Stay on the cut stuff. Yeah, that is absolutely perfect. That's opened up the green perfectly there. That's a big drive as well. That's bounded on down that hill.
Problems for down weight. Found that water down the right-hand side, so had to take a drop. This his third shot to the par 5.
Yeah, it's a tough hole, this one. A lot of people will see a watery grave.
4 over par. Well, you'd think too much really for Rewbotham to make up over these closing holes.
You never know. Imagine if you went eagle, birdie, eagle. I mean, my goodness, that'd be something to shout about, wouldn't it? You know, and then, well, if he pops in a birdie here, that's birdie, eagle, birdie, eagle. I mean, my goodness, I'd go and do a belly flop in the water if I'd done that.
Well, chance for a birdie there at 15. Of course, 16 is a par 5, but it's playing the hardest hole on the course this week. Now, Fowles he's got to swing at it.
Yeah, that's where your power comes in there.
Oh, no, but... Well, again, he's got pretty fortunate, really. That really could have been dead, like his tee shot. Well, he's getting the rub of the green, and that's a pretty good sign, isn't it?
Well, there's a massive break there. He's up high side. The pin's tucked on the left. He's got plenty of room to work with. Well, let's see what Stiggy's got. Got a nice strong finish there. He's loving that.
Oh, how about that for a kick as well? This could work out very nice. Great time to produce a scintillating shot. And well, not much has happened for Stiggy, has it, today, really? But it could come to life for him there.
Definitely. I mean, that is what the doctor ordered. I mean, that's just popped off of that right-hand bunker and just kicked straight left towards the hole. Can't ask for more than that. What's this man got in store for us? I mean, he's obviously hit it in the drink. Laid up again. Now he's got a funky putt to save his par.
Well, I get the feeling we're in a crucial part of the day here. Fowles would like to try and get this one pretty close.
He had a lot of green to work with, which would help him out. I mean, he's got to count his blessings there. I mean, he's been in the trees twice, and now he's got a birdie putt of 6 feet. I mean, that very rarely happens.
Rewbotham to try and get to 3 over par.
Oh, crikey, he's not going to be happy with that.
Well, he's not had a birdie all day, Stiggy Hodgson. He doesn't want one here either, because he's putting for eagle.
Can everybody in the house say yo? Get in there, you the man, Stiggy.
Well, what a time to produce an eagle 3. Co-leader, Stiggy Hodgson. And of course, Downweight, who's alongside at level par, struggling to make par. Chance, of course, for Fowles to get to level par, and suddenly it's a big 3-way tussle here. Mccarthy not out of things either, but this is full shot at 16.
Nice little bounce. He's played that well. If it runs, nah. Well, I tell you what, that's really shaped things up, that putt.
Oh, come on, Billy. Time to join the party.
Yeah, this would be interesting.
It's been like that hit for him all afternoon.
I think that's hit a massive spike mark. Right there, just off the putter there, just jumped and went offline. Never to come back, unfortunately.
So Dan Waite, par 5 16, has to knock this in, otherwise he's trailing by 1.
Yeah, this is a moment of truth. Has he got the minerals?
He has. Well, they're suddenly flying in. That for par for Dan Waite.
You little beauty.
I know Tony's down there in the thick of things in this final grouping.
It's been really significant that on the 14th here, Steggy Hodgson, an eagle, which means he goes level at the top of the leaderboard, and it's all to play for the last few holes.
Certainly is. And Nick McCarthy is to be alongside Fowles, just one back, and suddenly if he pops this in, just a one shot separating the top players. Oh dear. That is bad timing, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately the holes are running out.
So this 15th, Steggy Hodgson needs to just calm down a little bit after the adrenaline from that eagle at the last.
Anything short of this hole will be a good play. Yeah, that's a good shot. I mean, the one thing you don't want to do, especially after coming off an eagle, you know, blood is flowing through your veins like a serious rate of knots. You don't want to go flying over this green into the drink. Control those nerves. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, has that gone down? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when he gets down there. Fingers crossed.
Of course, we shouldn't forget Paul Grinnell in all of this as well, should we? Who's sitting there hearing what's going on. You know, he was in a tie for the lead. Suddenly now he's one shot off the lead. He's been waiting a long, long time, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, if there is a playoff, he needs to be warming up. And
he's probably hit about 400 practice balls by now.
Well, we wondered if it was in the... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, it's been that sort of day, hasn't it, for Billy Fowles?
Oh, it's looking like we're at a British Open there. Look at all that grass. Oh, and he's played an absolute gem of a shot. That's a great shot out of there. I must admit, with all that water down the right-hand side, I'm not surprised to see a few people down that left-hand side, you know, bailing out, you know, a little bit knee-trembly.
Third shot now at this par 3 for Fowles. No chip in this time. Oh, hello, hello, yes there is. I thought it was going to stop short, but the greens are running true here.
He's had 2 chip-ins today. My goodness.
And that keeps him one back.
Solid par.
Unbelievable. And McCarthy to get back to one back. And that would make it again 5 players. Of course, one of them finished within a shot of the lead.
I'll tell you what, it started off the day, not many putts going in or anything, and now, well, it's all kicking off.
Ken Hodgson rolled another in. Wonderful eagle at the last. Still no birdies on the card. This would be first of the day.
If this goes in, I wonder what he's going to do to the camera. Cool. Yeah, giving a massive fist pump there as that one went in. I'll tell you what, that's a good par.
Stays time for the lead. He's well, he knows what it's like to be in the spotlight. Steggy Hodgson, those Walker Cups, great experience for him. Wait.
This is a big chance. A very undulating green, this one. Slopes all the way to that front left bunker from back to front. A tricky little pin position as well if you're high side.
Well, if he can birdie the last, that of course takes Paul Grinnell out of the equation.
You've got every chance down that 18th. He's had a Lionel Blair, this man. Unfortunately, he's had a mare. He's just missed so many short putts coming in. It's just taking him out of it. I mean, such a good shot in there and then get denied by the putter.
Now that he's through bottom, out of things, but very much in the thick of things. The players at 1 over par and better. Poor Grinnell in the clubhouse. Can only wait and see. Dan Waite coming down the last. Few still to play for Stiggy Hodgson. They lead the way at the Motocaddy Masters at level par.
Welcome back to the Motocaddy Masters at Wensum Valley. Before we get back to the action, John and George have been taking a look at the par 5 16th.
Well, there might be trouble ahead here. This is the 16th hole, the second of the par 5s on the back nine, the signature hole, the Mccarthy, hard as you get. This is heavy duty golf hole that you've got to play very sensibly here. And I'm going to pass you over to Georgie Rod, that's going to tell us all about this bad boy.
Thank you, John. John's right, this is an absolutely brutal hole. Anyone in contention is going to fear playing this hole in the last round. The hole is 570 yards with water all the way up the right-hand side. It's quite tight on the left-hand side. The fairway is 20 yards wide. Not built for you, buddy.
No, it's not built for me.
You like the previous one. This is a really, really tough hole. The way to play this surely would be 3 shots, try and make 5 and just get off the hole. You don't want to be trying to birdie this one. Just take a 5 and walk.
Yeah, I'm glad I brought an extra pair of pants with me this week.
I think you're right. Definitely. A lot of players will be frightened to be playing this one. So this is definitely where the tournament comes alive in the last round. Over to you, buddy.
Right then, okay, here we go then, Georgie. Let's give it a go.
I see you got your 2-iron, John. Any reason?
Yeah, plenty of reasons here. A lot of trouble on this hole. Just want to put the ball in play. Not going to lose too much distance with this either. And it keeps it low ball flight and gets it running. Keep it on the ground.
Beautiful, bud. A lot of players would love that.
Thanks, Georgie. Top man. Come on.
Okay, well, John showed us how to do it. Stiggy Hodgson then, co-leader of the Motocaddy Masters.
Well, that was my way, and this is his way. There's many ways to skin a cat, and this is Stiggy's way of doing it.
Well, it's just off the fairway. That's okay. This is a look at his swing from the other day, John.
Yeah, well, I love his takeaway. Great parallel at the top. Absolutely strong base, ready to turn and rip it. Here he comes in now. And you can see he does like a kind of a Strictly Come Dancing move through the ball. And strong finish as well. And honestly, it's like Eamon Darcy of old. There's all these different swings out there nowadays, but the one thing they do have in common is that they're able to get the ball in the hole.
Well, Billy Fowles, we know, can pack a punch. Needs to start getting on the birdie trail, and that is a very nice kick, isn't it?
I tell you what, we've seen some great kicks from him. I mean, unbelievable. Well, here's the big man. Yeah, we see his takeaway here. Nice and smooth going up to the top. Very central. Great centre of gravity. Very strong, as you can see that. I mean, ready to power this. He's really on his left side already. Massive extension through the ball. I like his swing. Very simple.
Robinson then, final hole. James out of the equation. Even an eagle wouldn't be good enough. But nice applause.
Yeah, very nice.
Wait back on the tee. A birdie would make him the only player under par in the field.
Yeah, if you can get this driver away in a good position, my goodness, do you open your opportunities up for the next shot?
Oh, but he hasn't.
But I tell you what, he's got away with that. That's a nice lie he's got there.
Skipped through the trees, didn't it?
Yeah, I tell you what, he's not going to be too worried with that one. You'll have a nice pleasant surprise when he gets up there. Let's see what this man's done. Has that got the fast lane? It has. Look how dry this course has got all of a sudden through the course of the day. And look at that, he's on his own little plateau up there.
Well, he hasn't got much left, has he, at this closing par 5. Back at the penultimate one, 16th, Hodgson.
We get to see a swing in a proper motion now. And like we see, you know, everyone has their own swings. And I tell you what, they're unbelievable at it.
Well,
It'd be boring if they were all the same though, wouldn't it?
it would be. Look at the crowds following it, but sensible shot from Hodgson, just laying up short of the ditch down there, but no holding back from Fowles.
This is what I want to see. Driver off the deck. Give it some beans, son. Oh, I tell you what, this would be a crowd pleaser if this got on the green. Come on, keep coming, keep coming. Bounce ball. Oh, man, that is shot of the season already.
It's only week one, John. Calm down.
I know, unbelievable. What a great shot, top man.
Now this for a great finish from Robinson, who's had a pretty good back nine as it is. 3 birdies, no bogeys. No eagle though, but chance for a fourth birdie of this back nine.
Like you said, nice to see people out there watching this. You know, these are the future of our game. Brilliant.
Well, a 73 level par. Doesn't sound much, does it? But 2 very contrasting 9s for James Robinson. And that'll leave him right up there inside the top 5 now. Hodgson took the safer route, unlike Billy Fowles, and laid up in 2.
You can hear him talking to it. He likes it. I tell you what, that is 1 club short. He could have hit 1 more there and hit it easy and been right up by the stick.
Now down weight. Very important shot.
Yeah, this is big. Hold your ball, hold it. Don't go too far.
Well,
Tell you what though, where that pin is, that's a reasonable chip from there. He's going to fancy his chances from there, no doubt.
McCarthy has to try and post an eagle here and hope for the best. Remember, Paul Grinnell finished a long time ago.
Ooh.
Want to get a free drop from there, but not in eagle territory, is it?
No, I think come to an end, swift end for that man.
Indifferent.
Yeah, Stiggy ain't going to be happy with that one.
No, down weight. 2nd season on the EuroPro Tour. Last season he missed out on the Tour Championships by only £300.
Oof. Spin.
Oh no.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a poor chip. He won't be happy with that one. Will not be happy with that one. I mean, he's going to be able to be very positive with this next putt.
There's Paul Grinnell, a very interested spectator, because of course, if down weight does pop that up, it means Grinnell no longer has a chance of winning. Fowles does though, especially if he can knock this in.
Do you know how good an eagle this would be if this goes? This hole is an absolute beast, and to get an eagle on this hole, if you could do it, is just like, well, it's freaky.
Well, it is the number 1 ranked hole, the hardest hole of the week, and Fowles picks up a couple of shots on the field. You feel there with a birdie for, but a vital putt. Hodgson to stay in a share of the lead.
Needs this.
Come on. Oh, he's G'd up, isn't he?
If there's a will, there's a way.
Talking to himself. Come on, he's saying.
Oh, I love it. Love to see this.
Big moment in a player that, you know, has the potential to have a big career.
Shows you it's all about mentality. And I tell you what, if you can feel it, see it, and you can do it, you're going to go a long way.
Billy Fowles back in a share now after that birdie at the last. Oh, that looks to be cutting.
Yeah, you don't want to be going over there.
Oh, well, after all the hard work of the birdie at 16, gets back into a share of the lead. Fowles in the trees. Hodgson now.
Oh, that sounded a good strike. Seems it's down the left-hand side a bit more this time. Yes, classic. Great drive.
Well, that's position A. Position Z for Fowles. And this for McCarthy to finish at 1 over par.
This would be a nice way to go out. He's had some troubles on the greens all day. Unfortunately, ain't going to change.
Yeah, just 2 birdies for him now. Fowles, well, having a nightmare. Well,
is that in that thick rough? Yeah. Are you kidding?
We're not kidding. It's all going horribly wrong for Billy Fowles. They won't be aware of that at the moment at 18. And this, perhaps for the win. Damn Waite with a chance to finish at 1 under par. Oh, he's done it. Brilliant. Well, there you go. There's the new target. Damn Waite finishing at 1 under par. And a wonderful birdie at the end. 3 birdies in his last 5 holes.
That was a fantastic putt from Mr. Waite there. Right then, what has this man got?
Of course, Paul Grinnell now can't win with Waite finishing at 1 under. Billy Fowles, you've got to say, he can't win either. He's having too many blows at this hole. But what a fine round of 72 that was from Dan Waite. What a terrific way to finish it. And only this man now can deny him, surely.
Yeah, this is what it's come down to. It's a little bit of a match play tournament now, waiting on this man to see what he's going to do. It's a good shot, though. I mean, Shane, half a club too short. Just, I mean, bang on line as well.
Yeah, it's good to have Paul Borman on the back. Had a few jokes, relax you coming down the
definitely.
last 2.
Definitely what the doctor ordered if you're feeling a bit tense, he'll crack a few at you. That's a great shot from there. Very, very good shot. He's played this game before, hasn't he?
Well, he needs a birdie. Either here or probably you'd favour it more at 18.
If this goes in by Stevie, crowd's going to go nuts. He's lagged it, I think. Pulled it left and lagged it. Not his best putt.
Well, Dan must wait. Wait and see.
Like it. Good man.
That's not what you want to see. Double bogey putt here for Fowles.
Come on, hold it. That's just rubbing salt in the wound, that is.
Yeah, it's from start to finish, it's been a horrific hole for Fowles.
Got a feel for him. Well, this man's missed a few putts. Hopefully he gets this for him. No. Shame, he's had a very poor day on the greens. He's missed a few late on, which kind of lost his momentum.
Has to knock this one in, Stiggy Hodgson. Otherwise he'd need an eagle at the last to force a playoff. Well done. Well, whatever happens from here, I think Stiggy Hodgson could be really pleased with the way he's reacted over the stretch. For Billy Fowles, it's I think a day of regrets, really. Starting the day at 4 under par, 2 shots in the lead, then got himself back into a share of the lead, heading to the 17th. What does he do? Triple bogey.
Yeah, one little hand on the trophy, and now just whisked away in one fell swoop.
That's a 77 for James Rewbotham, a day that promised much.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's got to hurt. Unfortunately, he's played some good golf out there. We've seen some great shots by him, but yeah, the putter went astray at the end.
Well, big prize on offer, £10,000 for the winner. A Motocaddy trolley plus a place in the Challenge Tour event in Scotland, the Scottish Hydro Challenge. And Stiggy Hodgson, terrific drive, needs a birdie to force a playoff. An eagle, of course, to win it outright.
Good drive, he liked that one. Staring that one down. Well, the way he's feeling right now, I bet he could drive the green.
There might be a bit of anger in this one.
Yeah, he keeps his emotions in control. Very impressed with that, man. That's a great drive as well.
Well, it's going to be a pivotal hole, and early in the week, John, you took a closer look at this 18th.
Here we are at the 3rd of the par 5s, the final hole, a real birdie opportunity. Now, all I want to say is, there's old Georgie boy right down there looking pretty. About 190, 200 yards to go. We've got a horrible slope here at the front of the green, bunker lurking, and a real big drift off, a place you do not want to go. Now, as I work myself up the front of the green here, towards the back left of the green, I will show you that the final hole is going to be around about this area. There he is. Perfect. Now, with that final hole, the one place you need to be is back left. Don't need to lurk with the right hand side, all the trouble is there. Georgie would be hitting his shot coming into about here, and the ball would be pounding into the green and bouncing back off within play to be able to have a putt or a chip, and very, very simple. And all you need is a birdie. That's all you need. Come on, get your act together. You can do this.
Well, you've been in this position, John. Final hole in contention. Did you love it?
Oh, this is what you live for. All those hours of practice, and obviously you know you're watching massive tournaments like the Open and the Masters and different things like that, and this is what you relish, this is what you live for, and this is what you want to be in. And well, Stiggy's got this opportunity. Is he going to do what I told him to do earlier?
Well, it looks right at it.
Come on, did he take my advice?
Oh, that's just adrenaline, isn't it? Come on down. Come on down.
Honestly, he's played that well. I mean, that is there coming into that hole, especially with his length off the tee. He's going to be a bit further back. He's going to have that shot in. You know, it's going to come in hot, and he's played that bang on.
Whereas caddy Paul liked it up and down to force a playoff for Stiggy Hodgson, and I don't think Billy Fowles is too impressed with that one.
No, I think he just wants to get in now, my friend. I mean, a triple bogey on 17 will break anyone's heart. So, yeah, he wants to go and pack his bags and get on home, I'm sure.
Well, it's terrific to see so many people here enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the end to this Motocaddy Masters at Wensum Valley. It's been the traditional season opener, hasn't it, on the EuroPro Tour?
I'd like to see him hold this. I really would. At least get a birdie. Stay there, Paul. Come on.
Good for Stiggy Hodgson to see how the green reacts to that shot. Dan watching on.
Well, I know the way I think I would play it. I'm hoping he does what I think he might do, which is kind of a chip and run. I know he's lobbed it a bit. The thing is, as we've seen these greens, they're very, 1 minute they're quite bumpy because of the way the weather's been, and they're sticky as well. So I mean, I wouldn't have played it like that, but then you know he's there and I'm here.
So Fowles try and finish with a birdie. Well, what a disappointing day it's been for Billy Fowles, starting the day at 4 under par, 2 shots in the lead, and he posts a round of 80. Be good enough for a top 10 finish, but he of course hoped for so much more. But still everything available for Stiggy Hodgson. Walker Cup winner. Now can he be a PGA EuroPro Tour winner? This to force a playoff with Dan Waite.
Just went the other way on him. What a sad state of affairs to finish with, isn't it? Unfortunately.
Yeah, he had his chances today, Stiggy Hodgson. He's come up 1 short, which means Dan Waite is the champion. But I think we're going to see plenty more of Stiggy Hodgson this season on the EuroPro Tour.
Yeah, I think he'll look back at that 3rd shot and think of what might have been, and it'll stand him in good stead.
Yeah, all the learning curve for him. But Dan Waite victorious, a first professional win for the 24-year-old. So close for Stiggy Hodgson and for Paul Grinnell too.
I'm here with the man who has shot undoubtedly the round of the week, Paul Grinnell, joint 2nd. Congratulations. For a while there, it looked like you'd win it though, didn't it?
Yeah, it's come back with quite a few shots and from the leaderboard, just missing by 1, so a little bit disappointed, but happy with the round, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, just to put it into context, you started 9 back today. You finished 5 under for the day, and then you've been hanging around for ages, haven't you? Kind of nervously twiddling your thumbs.
About an hour and a half. So yeah, it's been quite a long wait. Couldn't really stomach my food either, so it's been a long wait. Yeah, but a little bit disappointed, but happy.
So he should be, Paul Grinnell. But the glory, of course, going to Dan Waite after that wonderful round of 72. Stiggy Hodgson finishing at level par as well. It's been a terrific opening event of the season on the EuroPro Tour. And there's the runners-up, but of course the trophy going to Dan Waite, the champion of the 2013 Motocaddy Masters. Let's hear from him now.
Dan, what a sensational round from you today and all week. This is your first professional win. How does it feel?
Feels great, yeah. Obviously any win feels good, but a professional win really feels good to get it under your belt, and want to take it from here and try and get a couple more.
How much of a chance did you think you had at the start of the day? Obviously you played very solidly over the first couple of days, hadn't you?
Yeah, I played well. I thought I had a shout, and then I saw Billy finish strong yesterday and gave himself a bit of a lead, but I just thought if I stayed patient and try and let some birdies come, I thought I'd have a chance.
So bearing all that in mind, you stood on the last and you birdied the last to win this tournament outright. How were you feeling on that 18th tee?
Good, I felt good. Yeah, I knew I just needed a good drive and you got a good chance to hit the green. I felt like I needed a birdie to win or to have a playoff. And I hit an okay drive, I hit a good second shot, just leaked right, and then obviously I held the putt for the birdie.
You've got a very calm golfer's temperament. I think you're going to go a long way. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause. Dan Waite.
Yeah, congratulations to Dan Waite on what's been a terrific first week on the EuroPro Tour season. The first of 15 events. Next up, it's the Asbury Hall Classic in Shropshire. But from John Morgan and myself, Richard Kaufman, goodbye for now.